bud. Hey, bud. What you doing? Well, sitting in my favorite blind, or at least beside my favorite blind. And got my orange hat on so I don't get shot. And I got my mask on so the deer don't see me. But anyways, one good thing about masks is doesn't let your vehicle fog up as much as I'm learning. So I put it on and the truck's not fogging up. Been sitting here about an hour now, just chilling, watching the fields and seeing what's going on. But yeah, it seems to work. Might try that out in a stand so I don't fog everything up. Alright, I better start watching again here. Heads on a swivel. First customers of the night. Just as I set the phone down, he's starting to come to life here. And now a spiker buck coming out a little closer. He looks back and he carries on. There's the other buck. A little bit bigger. Hopefully they keep doing that. Looks like a little 8-point. Alright, she's November 23rd. I dropped off that mule deer roadkill here a couple days ago on Sunday. Or Saturday, I guess it would have been. And it's already pretty much all gone. And just checking a few sets here. Nothing's gone into 2 of them. And I pulled the one out. There I had to run out of replacement snares, so I pulled it out. And I have one left in there. And I see a few more tracks. And I'm going to go in and see what else we can set up. And I'll take you along and show you kind of what we're looking for. Looks like a lot of sign in the field here, and see what it looks like in the bush. Okay, we came in, and remember I said there was a heavy trail? Well, that's that heavy trail from the other day. It's even heavier today. And then there's a good pinch point right there. And I have a snare just here and something pushed it out of the way. And coyote tracks there, maybe something a little bit bigger. Kind of went through, hard to say for sure. But what I'm going to do is put a snare here, put a snare there, and maybe walk that way a little bit more and see if there's another good pinch spot. On this side, I'm going to get it to it from the other side and see where they're going in, because it's beat down solid. So there's got to be another trail feeding it from somewhere. If not, I'll start picking the coyotes up on these trails as they come into here. And I'm going to leave that as it is. Here's my stink pail. And lots of animals have been coming through checking it out. So that's a really good attractant. And I put it on the top of a creek, dry creek bed. And it goes way down. And for, I don't know, a mile, 2 miles that way. Then it branches out again. So that scent's going to waft through. I can't believe there's nothing left of that mule deer. There's a big mule deer body, and just basically the hide and the pelvis is there. The ribs are picked clean, something big chewed on it. So there's got to be a wolf around here somewhere. I just haven't come across his track. Just checking this out here. So these 2 trails lead up there. Yeah, we'll find a couple spots here. Don't want to make it too obvious, otherwise the birds might get into them. So I like to tuck it away, so when they kick off, They're kind of off the trail. So this might be a good spot here in these little trees and that big tree for the anchor. See if I can blend that in a little bit. But no wolf tracks. I'll have to check the other trail on the other side and see what's going on there. But you can see they've gone through here a few times, so I'll put a pinch point right here. All right, time to get to work. -8, not too bad. And there's that perfect pinch point. And there's another one there. Okay, we'll take care of this. Okay, we're at a bait here. We got a dust and a snow, so I think these tracks are fairly fresh. We got a dust and a snow this morning. They go that way. I dumped a couple pigs here, and they got cleaned up in short order. But I see some trails going in here, and I set 2 snares on spots where I used to snare before, just for testers. So we're gonna walk in there and take a look. But you can see how dirty this is, and this is what I like, because then they make trails, and then I have lots of anchor trees. I just have to find the right pinch spot. And when it's dirty like this, it's easy to blend your snare in. And my main trail used to be right here, but all these trees blew down, so I got to go around and come around. So this has been a lucky spot here. I've been using it for years. So you can see the ribbon there, and then between the 2 trees, perfect pinch spot, and it's blended right in. You can't see anything. So I got one more snare here, and it looks like maybe coyote tracks only this way, but it does branch off. So it's hard to see if it stayed on my trail or not. We will find out. Can't really see from here. Turn you off, and I gotta duck underneath all this stuff here. Okay. So something happened here. Just pounded down the snow, but we got a nice coyote here. Looks fresh today. Maybe last night. But kind of wrecked my spot. But what's good about this spot is right here is going to be my next pinch point. So whatever scent he left here, or she, is going to help attract them. Plus is their trail already, and they come from quite a ways. And then my bait is over this hill and another 10 yards past that. So what I'm going to do there is I have a whole bunch of coyote carcasses from the other day that I skinned. I'm going to dump that there to get the birds going, and then get these trails all hot and going again. I usually run another bait that direction there, probably about 3/4 of a mile, and it was pretty hot for the first couple of years, died off last year, and then this spot picked up. And then on this other side, a mile away, I have another bait, and it seems to be picking up different coyotes because there's different draws and stuff like that that pulls them through. So in any case, we'll remake this and go from there. Okay, here's the remake. We'll get down to their level. The loop's right there, rams blended in. Just have that one stick in the way, but that stick is actually 2 feet in front of it, so I'll leave it there so they kind of duck underneath it and then walk into the snare there. That's the plan. And on the other side, there's a few little sticks just to help direct their head. Yeah, and I don't know what happened here, why this one acted that way, but it was a good neck catch. Just sometimes they move around a bit more than others. Nothing wrong with it. And sometimes it just doesn't take much to disturb the snow. Just one time around, and pretty much that's all it was. Okay, and we'll get back to the truck here. Okay, we came in here, and you can just see their feet there. Coyote carcasses. And I got a snare over there, and one over here just for teasers. I dumped off roadkill whitetail here, just a fawn the other day. And looks like maybe they drug it over that direction. We got some good trails in here now. And where I walked in, they're following those trails. And then they branched off up here. And yeah, looks promising again. On my way over here, I bumped a coyote about half a mile away. And looks like there's something in my snare over there. We'll get closer and take a look. Okay, it looks like a nice big male coyote. We'll take it out and take a look at it. Like I said, I got another snare over there. Maybe I'll go check that one first. I only brought one replacement snare, so we'll go check this one out. We had deer come in here and walk on these trails, and there's fresh coyote tracks. Looks like another coyote here. So we got caught. This one might be a little bit light in the shoulders. Could just be the snare as well. But I put a stick here because that's where they were going through. So it looks like something came through there, and the opening was there with a snare. So I will take them out and bring them both together and set these back up. So this is what it looks like after it's disturbed. Got the coyote out. It's here. Looks like a nice coyote. Fur's good on it. Nice and prime. Back fur is good. It's just frosted up. And the hair pulled back. And the other coyote's just over there. So again, you can see how thick it is. And here's just a kind of a slough bottom in a field. And in the middle it's open. But along the edges where the sun gets at it more, it's a lot thicker. And a lot easier to blend snares in and do what you want to make them do what they want. Ooh, I just had a little snowwood on my back here. Anyways, I'll remake this. I just checked this one a couple days ago and there was nothing here. When I dropped off that carcass, there was one trail, and I set these snares up kind of on trails I knew they'd go in or they have gone on before. And like I said, one coyote about a quarter mile away, I busted. He was in a field, and there was another one probably half a mile away. But that one's kind of closer to the other snare bait we were at. So I'll remake this, and I'll show you what it looks like after I remake it. All right, so this is how I had it. I just wedged that in there, leaned it against this tree for the support. And I just took that one branch that was knocked down laying across here, stood it up. That's what it looks like there. And then this, I just knocked down a few more little twigs there and stood that one up, just so it kind of blocks it. So when they come, they want to go that way. And then I just took my foot and brushed all my tracks out. And that one should be good to go. We'll get this coyote off to the truck and grab another snare and then set up that spot over there. This coyote's not as white as the last one, but it'll do. Here's the remake. I just put this stick in there, and then there's the snare, the ram leaning against that. Get down their angle. Looks pretty good to me. This coyote came from my direction where I'm at right now, and the trail kind of goes through there, and then it forks off up here to probably where they drug that hide and stuff that's over back here. So this one still should work. I'm just going to back blade this with my feet a little bit. All this disturbance here I'm not too worried about. It's kind of off the main trail. It's just one tree that was rotten, and the coyote bounced against it and broke it all up. But we're going to get some snow here in the next day or two, so that'll blend that right in. So I just grab my coyote, kick some snow there. And this is where they're going as well. The raven's already starting to squawk, so maybe tonight something will come by. And I'll check this here in a couple days. This week's gonna be a night checks, just because on the weekend I have a friend coming up and we're gonna do some hunting. And then we also have to go buy some fur there. So it's going not too bad so far, the fur buying. Lining up some here or there, making some connections, and starting my fur run. All right, catch you at the next set. All right, we're gonna start this bait. So this is where, kind of the same thing, slough area here, and surrounded by, it's got a hill in the middle. I'm not sure how that happened, but hill in the middle, and then surrounded by thick cover. The game's already traveling through here, and I drive through this way here, come around the point, and this side's got lots of coyote tracks, and this side doesn't. And this is what I found last year and the year before. Seems that the side that faces the highway, the animals don't want to travel. They're traveling this side away from a highway. Probably pretty smart of them. Anyways, what I'm gonna do here is just toss a carcass and get things going a bit. I gotta get some pigs off my trailer, cut up, and start spreading them out. And this area here is where I seen that black coyote. So hopefully it's still around and we bump into each other. Be pretty sweet. Anyways, not much to say here. Once I get this place set up a bit better, I'll give you guys a rundown of it. Off to sit for elk for the night, and then maybe check a bait or two on my way back. Catch you later. All right. Have an old ribbon here. Had a snare over there. I see it's gone. So let me put my hoodie on because I know I'm gonna get snow down my back here. And this was the trail. And the coyote came this direction, got caught, and is sitting right there. Let me just get underneath this stick here. So I just walked through my pinch point right here, anchored there. Coyote went over there. And it looks like he came straight from that way there. There's another spot over on the other side where coyotes started going in, so I'll have to put a snare there. But we'll check this guy out. Been here a couple days, nice and froze. All right, I'll take it out and remake it. Not much disturbance. A little bit of blood here. I'm not sure why that happened. Probably went there, bit its tongue, and then came back around. But we'll clean it up. Just kick underneath the snow and then reset, and we'll be good. All right, catch you at the next set. Okay, here's the remake. Left a little bit of blood there, but I covered the rest up. So we come down. Here's my pinch point. Snare's sticking off to the side. I could even turn it more this way and then just have the snare sticking out. But this has been working, so we'll stay with what works. And then I go this way. The snow knocked down this branch, so I'll take that out of the way and pack this down. And then that way, when the coyotes go around the loop, they get in the truck tracks, and then they're gonna find ways to get into where the birds are squawking at the baits, which is over there about, I don't know, 75 yards probably. All right, we'll carry on. Catch you at the next set. Okay, we got rabbit tracks here at the very next snare, and the snare was there. Let's go in and see what we got. So I'll walk this one out. There's a bit of disturbance. I got a duck underneath stuff, and here we go. We got ourselves a nice coyote. Looks well furred. It's been here a couple of days. And again, it looks like a lot of disturbance, but all this stuff is dead. So basically they just bump it and it breaks it. The only thing that's not dead is the bigger stuff. And the coyote came down from here, right through here, and got caught. Anchor point's just over there. Straight ahead center there. Got caught, came back here, moved around a bit, and expired. I think I got one more snare not too far from here, maybe 10 yards. And that should be it for here. We got a couple wolves running around, but they're not using these trails yet. They're actually about 3/4 mile, half a mile away. And I haven't set up on them yet because we're elk hunting and that's where the elk tend to hang out. So that's probably why the wolves are hanging out over there. But we'll see. This guy looks pretty good. We'll put him in the back of the truck with the other ones. So here's the remake. The trail's right there. Snares dead center. Just leaning up against here, not wired. And then on the other side, I just took a couple of the tops similar to this and just made it a little bit dirty so they don't want to really go there. They'll stick to the trail. They could jump over it and get there, no problem. Just a slight deterrent, makes it look natural. And this disturbance here, once the snow comes, even a nice snow fog will blend all that in and hide it. And then now I'm just walking this out. Sometimes what you can do is just drag your coyote behind, and then you can kind of flatten down the trail behind, and that just leaves a bit of coyote scent. But we're doing not too bad. Got a few piled up there. We'll check it out here. Like I said, there's one more snare. If there's nothing there, I'm gonna go sit for the elk for the last hour of legal light. All right, we're gonna go this way. Well, I got some tracks here, hard to see what they are, but it's fairly big stride, big footprint. Let's see what happened here. I got a snare. This is the one I told you wasn't too far away. And it looks like it figured it out. So this is where that snare is, right there. And the tracks come up here, goes up towards the snare. You can see that's a footprint there and here. Turns around and then takes off that way. So just gonna open that up a bit more. Sorry. Just lifted the snare up. And it's dead center there. Just kick it out. Remember kicking out when I come to a dead end, or when I stop, I just smooth things out with my foot a bit. And then we're gonna go back where we came and just drag my foot, make a good trail. So we got one black wolf hanging around, and more of a gray wolf. And then we have one I call Limpy here in September or August that he got hurt somehow, probably trying to chase an elk or something. But ever since then it's been limping. It's limping less than it was before. Just smoothing everything out. The snow's nice and fluffy. Make a good trail. Then we'll see what happens next time. There's the ribbon. And that's it for the snares here at this bait. And we'll go sit for some elk not too far away and see what happens. Well, driving in here, it looks like there's been some elk activity, but they might be just moving at night. They're on top of my tracks, This morning I had to run to town, so I couldn't go out for a hunt. So tonight I'm out here, and pretty mild weather, -9, -10. And sitting here just checking things out. I'm going to update my logbook there for my coyote catches. I still have 3 snares to check, and check them on the way out. Good chance I might have a coyote there, but I don't want to count my coyotes before they're caught. But having not too bad of a year. Went to 3 baits now and 5 coyotes. And then I have a few more that are on the go already. And I got to go check them. So, and these ones that I've caught have been just dead quiet. These are the first catches I made at them. And 2 doubles and a single. So, not too bad. Just be patient and it'll start to happen, especially once the colder temperatures come. They're going to move in there more. As long as you get the birds going and keep teasing them a little bit with something, they're going to come and check it out. And my baits, there's a couple that are quite far away, but those ones produced already. And there's a couple more that I'm going to try and get going here in the next little bit, just before the snow comes, so I can get some truck tracks. And you see the coyotes follow the truck tracks, and they follow other tracks when you walk trails out. When you just walk in the normal pace, they don't like that. But if you can pack it down and it freezes, they like to walk on those. That's my findings anyways. I don't know if there's any merit to it, but you can judge that for yourself. All right, I'm gonna quit looking around here and videoing. I'm just gonna watch for some animals here. Wish me luck.